This is a moFirearms channel update on YouTube, also pertaining to our website at moFirearms.com. We've been very busy here. We've put out 7 newsletters so far, starting from April 19th. We talked about how there's 3 types of people: sheep, wolf, and a sheepdog. And which one are you? It poses the question. Seen any wolves? Okay, our newsletters are all about firearms, self-defense, preparation, and survival. About teaching your children about firearms and how to protect themselves, and when is the right time for your children to learn things like that. Some may say that they shouldn't learn until they're older. Others disagree with that and say teach them as young as possible, as young as they're willing to learn. We have articles submitted. This one's by Jason Hansen, reprinted with permission, usacarry.com. The most important skill the CIA taught me. It talks about awareness, about being aware of your environment and knowing what's going to happen. We also have articles from Ben Cook, when the levee breaks, better get ready to bug out. That has to do with the flooding in Missouri and what to do if your area is in a flood zone. Should you have a go bag ready? Should you not? The answer to that is yes, you should. We talk about surviving an ice storm. There's no better time to prepare than during the summer months. So this article may not be relevant for right now, but in preparation for next year, this coming fall, 2011, be ready to survive an ice storm. You never know when one's going to happen. Is a .22 handgun good for self-defense? Is it good for training? We talk about stuff like that. This is our 5th issue put out, the future monetary system. This talks about, should you store gold? Should you store silver? Should you store firearms? Should you store food? Pretty much it talks about, from the standpoint of a prison guard, what's valuable in prison. There are a bunch of commodities that are valuable in prison. And those things, if things go bad and the economy goes south, it's more going to be a skill set. What skills do you have to bring to the table more than what items you have? A bar of gold, if the economy goes bad, is not going to be worth as much as a bag of rice. Or how to grind that rice, or how to grind the wheat, the skill set to use for farming and stuff like that. Anyway, this article talks all about it. This is in issue number 5. Visit moFirearms.com to check out these issues. Issue number 6, being prepared with more than just a gun. Talks a little bit about the Joplin Tornadoes here in Missouri. I think it claimed about 130-some lives. A lot of these people were not prepared with bug-out bags. They stayed in their home. They maybe didn't go down to the basement. So what should you do during an event like that? A gun would not have helped these people, would it? There are many people after the event. They had you loot, we shoot signs. So after an event like this, a gun might be beneficial. Beforehand, it's not going to be, though. Or during, it's not going to be. So what should you do to prepare during a tornado like this? And one of those items is creating a bug-out bag, which we explain a little bit about what a bug-out bag is, what it should contain. So check that out. And our latest issue, issue number 7, we had contributors doing this one. Jason Kurtman, a bullet in the floor. He explains as his time as a police officer, a police chief, a careless accident that happened that involved a shooting in a police station, and the bullet hit the floor, an accidental discharge or negligent discharge caused by, he says, ignorance and carelessness. And there's a difference between these two, and he talks about that. We also have gun reviews on our website and on our weekly paper. This one's of the Ruger SR9 by Ben Cook. And recently, the last 2 weeks, we have started doing this. Win a Streamlight Stylus Pro. Visit moFirearms.com/sweepstakes or just moFirearms.com and click on Sweepstakes. That's fine. And you could win this Streamlight Stylus Pro, brand new from Amazon. It is the new version with the C4 LED bulb. It is 48 lumens. And these are the ones that I recently got. I got the 2 blue and the red. This is the one I've had for months now. I've had this for almost a year, actually, I think. And I've just been carrying it for the last couple months just because my Phoenix light, needs a backup, honestly. I carry 2. So the new version, the one that you could win in our sweepstakes, is 48 lumens as compared to the old versions. These two are 24 lumens, sorry. So you get twice the brightness. You sacrifice 1 hour battery life only. They take 2 AAA. The reason I have so many is because I think they're a great addition to my kids' bags, my kids' camping bags and stuff, and they really like flashlights. So my batteries last about a month of daily use, pretty much 5 days a week, light-duty use, 5 days a week. My kids' batteries, I'm hoping they last 3 months, but who knows. I actually write the dates on the batteries just so I know when I last replaced the batteries. So if one kid seems to be going through it much faster than the other, just so I have an idea, take it away during bedtime or something like that. The reason I give these lights to my kids, they're $20 lights, which isn't cheap, but they are aluminum cased. I feel confident in knowing that they're not going to destroy these things. They're simple on-off push buttons. They've momentary on, or you can click it all the way, and you hear a click, and then they're pretty bright. That's about all for today. Again, moFirearms.com/sweepstakes. You can win this light. The end of June it expires, so get your articles in by then. Visit our website to find all the details about that. I have them, so I love them. So this is it's $20 prize, which doesn't sound like much, but it's a valuable commodity. You know, when a tornado hits you in the middle of the night, such as Joplin, and your area is just in horrible shambles, are you ready even with a flashlight? You know, does your bug out bag have a flashlight in it? Do you even know what a bug out bag is? I posted recently on Facebook, facebook.com/moFirearms. Visit us there. I posted, does anyone know what WROL is? And there was one response to that. We only have so many fans, so I know there wouldn't be that many responses. But one response of only one person in the area that knows what WROL is. And that's just sad. You know, WROL isn't just for the end of times or something like that. It is for exactly like this. Joplin, Missouri, tornado hits on Sunday night. You know, Monday morning, or Sunday night itself, and Monday, all day Tuesday probably, this would be considered WROL. It's without regular ordinary life, or without rule of law, meaning the police are not able on Sunday nights and Monday, they're too busy. They're not able to help you if someone tries to break into your house and steal supplies or steal your kids. You know, it's when the law system just doesn't work. And after a major event like this, that is one example. Katrina was a major example. That was an awakening for many people who didn't understand that, what do you mean the police aren't available? They're always available if you call 911. Well, they're not. And many people realize that. Many people knew that beforehand, but people just don't listen until after a major event. This Joplin event for Missouri hopefully will be an eye-opener for many to create a bug-out bag, to get ready, to prepare yourselves with Mountain House packaged foods, get a little jet boiler stove to boil water, get a water purifier, because Joplin's been under a boil order for a week or so after the tornado. They couldn't drink the water from the tap, or they weren't supposed to anyway. But did they have a method to boil water themselves? Did they have Coleman stove type things to heat the water to boil it? Those are all things that have to be thought about and prepared. And more than being prepared and having this stuff in your house, because obviously these people had no houses left. You know, did they have a safe place to go during the tornado? That is all a part of being prepared. And did their supplies make it into that shelter with them? Because if their supplies were in their house and they got blown away, but they were safe in their shelter, they're still stuck after the tornado, having nothing at all. All their supplies, all that time, it was a waste. A lot of people say that storing supplies and being prepared is a waste to begin with. You know, there's supplies that you may never need, and you pass on to your kids, assuming you prep properly, and they're good for years to come, you know, decades to come. You can pass them on to your children. You know, I mean, in the same respect, car insurance and homeowners insurance and life insurance, you're eventually going to die, but who knows if you're going to die within the time frame of the life insurance. So all those insurances, that could be considered a waste of money. It's not, you know, I have it, but it could be considered the same thing. It is the same thing. You know, being prepared with a firearm, with food, with water, with a heating source, with maybe a tent for temporary shelter. You know, all that put into a bug-out bag or a large bag, stored in your shelter. That is insurance for you and your family. You know, it is how you prepare yourself. You know, during 4 times of emergencies like the Joplin thing, a tornado, freak accident, for Katrina. Look at the tsunamis in Japan. You know, a lot of people didn't survive that, and they wouldn't have with the bug-out bag. You know, they wouldn't even have survived it with this because there's no warning. So there's just some things that you can't be warned about and you have no clue about. But when tornado sirens ring 20 minutes before tornado hits, you know, 20 minutes is plenty of time to grab a bag per person in your family. Each kid have their own. And you get down in the basement and you go. I mean, some people didn't have basements. And, you know, I pray for those families that lost loved ones. We do stress, go to convoyofhope.com, or .org actually, convoyofhope.org, or the Red Cross, and make donations there. If you want to go ahead and help the Joplin people, please contact one of those organizations to make your time more beneficial. Don't just go by yourself. I think that's all for now. Sounds like I'm just rambling on about some stuff. Again, win a Streamlight Stylus Pro, moFirearms.com. And again, switch the camera here. moFirearms, we are Missouri's only one-stop source for firearms, self-defense, preparation, and survival news and training information. It sounds like a lot, but basically, we want to help you prepare for the worst circumstance for you and your family, how to protect yourself and your family. I am a father of 3, married, and I know I would protect my kids from disasters, from two-legged predators, and anything else that might harm me or my family. And I know you would want to do the same. So please subscribe on our website, moFirearms.com, and look at our material. It's all free. Get prepared ahead of time. Thank you.